Magandang araw sa lahat. This is the continuation of our report. How should we view Bangsamoro Cincinnacium in terms of cause and effect? So, ngayong araw ang aking iulat ay tungkol sa Bangsamoro Cincinnacium at kung paano natin ito dapat unawain batay sa sani at bunga. In short, rebellion and Cincinnacium it is a symptom and not the cause of death. Social meme. After all, nobody would rebel against any state just for the sake of rebelling. People who are happy with how their state governs and treats them will surely and become loyal to the state. Ang rebellion at Cincinnacium daw ay hindi ugat ng problema kundi bunga lamang ng mas malalim na suliranin at lipunan. Ibig sabihin, walang taong basta lang nagrebelde kung maayos ang pamamalakad ng estado at kung patas ang pagtrato ng mamamayan. Understand this argument. We take for instance the Philippine Revolution in 1896. We see that Andres Bonifacio and Emilio Aguinaldo initiate the struggle against the financial government of Spain simply because they want violence. Was the Philippine Revolution not a reaction to the unacceptable conditions of our censors at the time? May they not rebelling against Spain because the social condition established hindered them from achieving their full potentials. Of course, the Philippine Revolution is the culmination of our collective reactions against many factors that had been conceivable for systematically denying our censors access to the fruits of scientific and local progress. In the parlance of peace and development, anything that is embedded the socio-political and economic structures that put people in disadvantage or harm is that we call structural violence. Often, it is the structure violence that pushes people to. Upang mas maunawa ito, may tulad ang sitwasyon sa Revolusyon Pilipino noong 1896. Hindi naghimagsik ang mga Pilipino dahil gusto nila ang karahasan, kundi dahil ito ay reaksyon sa pag-aapi at kawalan ng katarungan sa ilalim ng pamahalaang kolonyal ng Espanya. Sa parehong paraan, ang Bangsamoro conflict ay nag-ugat sa matagal na karanasan ng diskriminasyon, kahirapan at kakulangan ng oportunidad. Ito ang tinatawag na structural violence, kung saan ang mga patakaran at sistema sa lipunan ay hindi pantay-pantay at nakapinsala sa isang sektor ng mamamayan. Dahil dito, nagkaroon ng armadong tunggalian sa pagitan ng pamahalaan at mga grupong Moro gaya ng MILF. Kahit nagkaroon ng mga kasunduang pangkapayapaan, paulit-ulit pa rin ito naudlot dahil sa karahasan at kawalan ng tiwala. Isa sa pinakamalaking epekto nito ay ang pagdami ng mga internally displaced person o mga pamilyang napilitang lumikas mula sa kanilang mga tahanan, complain, resist, and even rebel against government that do not do anything to alter our bad social and economic conditions of people. In a metaphor, we can cogently say rebellion is just the fruit while structural violence is the root. Sa kabuuan, ang Bangsamoro Cincinnacium ay dapat tingnan bilang bunga ng sistematikong problema sa lipunan at hindi bilang simpleng rebellion lamang kung nais ang pangmatagalang kapayapaan. Kailangan tugunan ang ugat ng problema ang justisya, pagkapantay-pantay at makataong pamahalaan. So that's all. Thank you.